Why don't we talk about breakups more often? Not in the way that says, oh, it's hard, but you're not alone. Everyone goes through it. You just have to move on, focus on yourself, and hope for the better. No. I mean, really talk about it. About how breakups can be one of the hardest things you'll ever face in life. The feelings you experience are unimaginably painful and completely valid. It's almost like experiencing a kind of death. You lose your favorite person in the whole wide world, but they're still out there, alive, living their life without you. It doesn't matter if they left you or if you were the one who chose to leave. The pain is still the same because you truly and deeply loved them. And if it's your first heartbreak, that pain feels impossible to navigate. Through this heartbreak, I've realized something about love. With love comes risk. The risk, the likelihood, and even the inevitability of being hurt. As much as we can feel an overwhelming, indescribable love, we can also feel an equal measure of pain when it's lost. There are two sides of the same coin, inseparable. I know heartbreak is a part of life. It's bound to happen sooner or later. But as someone in my early 20s, experiencing it for the first time was shattering. I was lost, hopeless, broken, and honestly, maybe I still am. Is this something you can only understand once you've lived it? And if so, why don't those who've been through it talk about it differently? That's why I'm making this video, to talk about what heartbreak really feels like, how it changes you, and what it means to rebuild your life after losing someone you loved so much. I'm not here with all the answers, but to share what I've learned and what I wish someone had told me. Maybe by sharing my experiences, I can help you navigate yours. Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on my video. I'm filming this right before I go to sleep. It's quite late. It's like sleeping time for me. But anyways, I have written down these things. These are the realizations and the advices that I want to give you. So the first one is give yourself some time, and most importantly, a proper healing. Of course, you have to give yourself some time after the breakup happens, but the crucial thing is to work on your healing process, to really focus on your mental health. Because most people think that time is gonna heal everything, but in reality, no, time is not gonna heal everything. For sure, time helps, but time is gonna pass anyways. But what you do during those times is the most important thing. What I did was during those times, I felt all of my feelings, tried going to therapy, but when I couldn't afford therapy, I tried to talk to AI, because nowadays, in modern days, we have this special thing called AI. So personally, I use ChatGPT. I used it as a therapist. You can talk about anything. It really gives you good advices, but you really have to adjust your own settings on there. That's what I did, and it really helped me, and it worked out for me. Okay, second advice is feel everything you're feeling. Don't suppress them, or else it will backfire you eventually. Okay. Yeah, basically this one also connects to the first one as well. During the healing process, people try to avoid their feelings or suppress everything that is bad. But in order to truly heal yourself, you have to feel everything, even if it's bad. At some point, you have to start feeling the feelings. Eventually, you stop feeling that way. Or you still feel that way, but not as much. It's not as strong as it was in the beginning. You know what I mean? Over time, in the future, you will react much better in hard situations or when something bad happens to you. Like My therapist told me that she had patients who suppressed all their feelings, and then even like 3 years later or even 10 years later, they could feel something similar to the pain that they suppressed. Later on, when you feel that, you will lose it all, and it will be so much harder for you to feel the things, or it will really trigger you and bring back old emotions, and it will be 10 times harder even. So yeah. Third one is have faith in better future. If bad things are happening, then it's a sign that good things are on the way. Always have faith in the better future, because there is always a better future. I promise you. It might not feel like that right now, but eventually everything gets better, because the world works in a balanced way. If there's this much sadness, there should be also this much happiness, or even bigger happiness on the opposite side. So please believe in the better future. Fourth one is don't blame yourself too much. Forgive yourself like you forgave your ex many times. Yeah, exactly how it sounds like. When you were in the relationship, of course, you want to forgive the other person. Sometimes you have to forgive many times. But then when you do something bad, or even if you don't do anything bad, you tend to blame yourself and think that you did something wrong. But most of the time, it's not like that. Don't be too hard on yourself, because you're just also a human being, learning things as you're experiencing them. And fifth one is becoming a better version of yourself is the best thing that you can do for yourself and the people you love around you. I have another video about loneliness, and in that video I explain more about this. So basically, if you want to help others, or if you want to love other people in your life, first you gotta love yourself. You gotta pour into yourself. That way you can do the same thing for others. It's just that simple. But it's easier said than done. It's so much harder to do it actually in real life, but maybe try just for a month. Try only doing things for yourself. Only for a month. And then see what's gonna happen, and maybe it will become natural for you. Sixth one is give yourself some grace. You're doing things for the first time, experiencing things for the first time. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, I guess it's similar as the fourth one. Yeah. Give yourself some grace. Seventh one is you don't have to have everything figured out, but just try to do one thing better every day. Yeah. As I said before, during that 1 month of trying to love yourself or bettering yourself, just take it one step at a time. You don't have to get it all figured out, because sometimes it gets too overwhelming and it's very hard to control things. And also your mood and your feelings change every single minute. So it's very hard to be the same way. So maybe one day you can start by writing 1 word on your journal. And then the next day, maybe 3 words. Maybe a week later, you can write a paragraph. It's a big progress, in my opinion. Start by small. 8. Not everyone is fortunate enough to have a partner in their life forever, so invest in yourself as much as you can. Because after all, you are the only person who's going to be in your life all the time. I also talk about this more on the video about loneliness. 9. Practice being happy and making yourself happy so that you can pour into someone else later if you want to. Yes. So maybe you might think that this love is over and you're not going to find love again, and you're not going to fall in love, or someone will love you again. But life never works like that. You will always have love in your life. It doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be friendship love, familial love, or even the love for your passions and hobbies, you know? There are so many types of love in the world. First of all, just try to make yourself happy. so that in the future, when you want someone else, when someone loves you, you can love them back because you are happy and you are healed. And I really wish that on everyone. 10. Take it one step at a time. If it feels too much and overwhelming, you are doing your best just by waking up and drinking water on some days. It's the same as the 7th one, I guess. Yeah. 11. Cry your heart out. It sounds very basic, but it really helps. If you have many feelings inside you boggling up, you really have to let it out. It really helps. And also, it's scientifically proven that if you cry, you release so many types of hormones or toxins from your body. So don't try to hold it in. Just cry your heart out. 12. It's the last but not the least. Be genuine with yourself and with others. Let your loved ones know if you are hurting. Ask for help. Yeah, it's very simple. If you are really hurting and suffering, please tell someone. It could be anyone. Someone you trust, of course. It could be your friend, your sister, your cousin, even your mom and dad. Anyone, someone you trust and someone you love. Please tell them how you're feeling and what's your state of mind, because we are human beings after all. We can't survive without other connections. Even if you want to be alone in this moment, please talk to someone, even if it's for 10 minutes, how much ever you want. Please let them know so that they can help you. And when they help you, please accept their help. You might think that that's not going to help me, or I don't need that. But you truly do. We all do. We all do need help in our lives. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you good luck, and I hope you have a good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. For me, it's good night. I'm gonna go to sleep now.